Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala rasulihil kareem wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man istanna bi sunnatihi ila yawmiddin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. Last week in the 40 hadith of Imam Nawawi, we took a quiz for the brothers from the hadith number 3 to hadith number 22. So alhamdulillah, a lot of brothers took part in that and they did very well, inshallah ta'ala. So today start from the next hadith, hadith number 23. This hadith is a hadith talks about the topics that we deal every day. And this is like some scholars say this is like in English you can say like a comparative hadith. Rasulullah in the hadith, he said like this is equal to this, this is equal to this. So when you come to the hadith, you will know that, very beautiful hadith, very small topics of discussions, and all these things, or most of the things that is known to us. So let's go to the hadith first. Before that we just go a quick revision. I think we already know all these 22 hadiths because we had a quick test, but still we just have a quick gloss over the hadiths. So the first one is about the intention, the hadith of the Jibreel, then the 5 pillars of Islam, the of in the destiny that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided by the angel sending to the of the mother, and then Allah talks about the bidah in the hadith narrated by Aisha radhiyallahu anha, and then we have the halal haram doubts, and we know the part of the body, if it is pure everything is pure, if it is wrong everything is wrong, and that is the part hard. Then we say that religion is nasiha, and nasiha means sincerity, order to fight. Rasulullah had the order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fight, to the people until they say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we know the context of the hadith. Then we have the prohibition and the follow the commandments of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as much as we can. Then we say that Allah is pure and He accepts only pure. Then we have the leave the doubtful matters. Then also leave alone that is not concerned with us. That is that's to beautify our Islam. And you should have love for your brothers what you love for yourself. Then we had the hadith 14, a Muslim's blood is only allowed in 3 cases, except that it is haram. And we talked about the 3 cases. We have a question from this also in the quiz last week. We also had the hadith that we should speak good all the time or keep silent. We should honor our guests and honor our neighbors. We have the thing, do not be angry. A Sahaba came and he asked Rasulullah, give me some quick advice, some little advice that I can remember. And Rasulullah told him that do not angry, do not angry, do not get angry. So 3 times he said that. So, and then we have the verily Allah has enjoined ihsan, and ihsan means the perfection. And we should be perfect in all what we do. We should be perfect towards our faith to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, towards Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all the pillars of the iman. Then we have the fear Allah wherever you are. We should know. This is the hadith about the taqwa. We have the be mindful of Allah, and you will find Him in front of you and in the back of you, and He will be helping you all the time. And then we have that if you feel no shame, then you can do whatever you want. So and we explain this hadith that if you don't have haya inside you, then a person can do whatever they can do, and it's not a command as if like it's a statement of fact that that person will not have iman, he will be going toward the down in faith and in his belief. The last 2 hadiths we discussed, the believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and have istiqamah. The same way a Sahaba came and asked Rasulullah about this small advice, and Rasulullah advised him attaqullah, and then say, be fearful of Allah, believe in Allah, and have istiqamah. And we talked about what is istiqamah. Istiqamah means that we be steadfast in our iman, in our faith. And the last one we talked about the question from a Bedouin that that Jabir ibn Abdullah narrated this hadith that he asked Rasulullah some question, what to do in the iman and in the faith, and Rasulullah answered that question in hadith number 22. So let's go to the hadith 23 today, inshallah ta'ala. This hadith also looks big, but as I said, these topics are we deal with every day in our life. And this hadith narrated in Muslim, in Bukhari. This version is from Muslim, Sahih Muslim, but there are other versions of the Bukhari. So the hadith goes like this: the purification is half of iman. At-tuhuru shatarul iman. And in Bukhari it says al-udu'u taharul iman. Al-udu'u shatarul iman. Basically, so here it says purification. Tuhur means tahara, doing tahara, Tahara includes a lot of things. We'll go into discussion after we say the whole hadith. Then we say the saying, Alhamdulillah, fill up the mizan. You know what is mizan? The mizan that Allah will be in the day of judgment, that will be measure our deeds in one side, and our amal and the good deeds and the bad deeds. Then saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, like doing the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will fill up everything between the heavens and the earth. Then Rasulullah said, Salah is like a nur, is a light, and Sadaqah is a proof, a burhan. What is the proof? We'll talk about that. Sabr is like a shining glory, and in Arabic it's called diya. The Quran is an argument either for you or either against you. So the Quran will talk for you or against you in the day of judgment. And then Rasulullah says, to finish the hadith, everybody of us goes out in the morning and we sell ourselves. And sometimes we destroy ourselves, and sometimes we gain the right things. And what does it mean? Inshallah ta'ala, we'll discuss quickly. First of all, as we always do, the narrator, this Abu Malik, this Sahaba, he was a very new Sahaba to Rasulullah because he came very late. So he came to Islam a bit later. He was from Yemen. So it was towards the end of the time of Rasulullah sallallahu. So when the surah is Iza Ja'a Nasrullahi wal Fath, at that time when a lot of people are coming from different tribes, from different area, and they come and accepted Islam. So he was one of them, and that's why he asked the question, what is Islam? So these are the topics of Islam, like our zikr, our Quran, our purification, our salah, our sadaqah. That's why Rasulullah described the hadith like this. So we don't know much about the Sahaba. Only thing we know that he's been sent after he accepted Islam, and he spent some time with Rasulullah. He was sent to the Syria, and he was with under the command of Muaz ibn Jabal. But there was in the time of Umar ibn al-Khattab, there was a big plague happened, and a lot of big Sahaba died in that plague. And that time this Sahaba also became shaheed. As Rasulullah said, whoever died in plague, they are considered as shaheed. So at that time he passed away at that time. Now the topic of tuhur or cleanliness, as you all know that how important is this to wudu. But what does it mean? Why Rasulullah said it is the half of iman? There are a lot of things others more important than wudu. If you think like this, our salah is more important than wudu. We have jihad, we have being nice to your parents. We have reading the Quran, doing the zakah, doing the hajj, all these things. Why Rasulullah said at-tuhuru shatrul iman? What does it mean? And there are almost 6 opinions about this. What exactly Rasulullah mean? Why it is half of iman? Why it is so important? And as I said, tahara includes a lot of things. It includes wudu, it includes tayammum, it includes your ghusl, it even includes the cleanliness of your miswak. It includes that also. Even it includes cutting your nails, general cleanliness. Cutting your nails, putting the perfumes. Be nice, keep your clothes clean. Everything includes tahara. But as I said, in Bukhari, and most of the scholars agree, it says al-udu shatrul iman. The same hadith, they use the word udu. And there are a lot of opinions. We're not going to go all opinions. The one famous opinion is that here the iman means, shatrul iman means the salah. How do you know salah? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran that salah is iman. Anybody knows which incident? We talked about this one. So a Sahaba asked some question to Rasulullah, and this is in the Quran. In Surah Al-Baqarah, there's a big incident happened. And that time that ayah came. And from that ayah we know that salah is equal to iman. Anybody knows? Remember? Surah Al-Baqarah, one incident in the middle of Surah Al-Baqarah. The right in the middle. What happened? Everybody knows. I think it's right in the middle of the Surah Al-Baqarah, the middle ayah, where the change of Qibla happened. When the change of Qibla happened, and the Sahaba came to Rasulullah and asked, Ya Rasulullah, all this time in Makkah and even in sometimes in Medina, we prayed towards the Baitul Maqdis. What's going to happen to our prayer? Is it going to be? And some of them are already passed away. Some of the Sahaba already passed away. Maybe they're old or something happened. They passed away. So what's going to happen to their salah? Because we're praying in the Baitul Maqdis, not towards the Kaaba. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayah. He said, no, their iman will never be used. It will never be invalidated. So meaning, they ask about the salah, and Allah answered that their iman won't be invalidated. Their iman will not go into the water. And from that ayah we know that it is iman means here the salah. Iman is equal to salah. And if it is the case, then this opinion makes sense, because in our salah, salah is very important. And without the wudu, without the purification, there's no salah. There's no salah without purification. So the key to salah is the wudu or the purification, and the key to Jannah is salah. So in that way, this makes sense. Another opinion, and this is the second opinion, and I think I'll just stop here about the opinions. That opinion says that here Iman means, and the purification means, there's two kinds of purification. One could be the, the physical purification, like when you need ghusl, when you need wudu, you go to the toilet, you come back to the toilet. And there is another cleanliness, the tahar of your heart. And cleanliness of your heart means that you are away from the shirk. So the Tawheed is the main pillar of everything. We say La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. So the main thing is that if your heart is with shirk and everything, then obviously you are not part of the Iman. So your Iman is gone. So the purification here means the purification of your heart, purification of your Iman. So they said, this is why Rasulullah said it is the half of Iman, meaning if your heart is pure, then you're pure, your heart is purified, then everything will be fine. So that is what it means, and also we know the importance of wudu, as we all mentioned, and we know how to do the wudu. The next topic on the hadith, Rasulullah said about two zikr, Alhamdulillah, and also he said, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah. And those two zikr, we know that a lot of other hadiths to support this. That, after the prayer also we say 33 times Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar before we go to sleep. And these are the things Rasulullah said, it will fill up the mizan. So, and we have another hadith that a person will go to the mizan and his deeds won't be enough, and he will be say, oh Allah, I am destroyed. My left side is going more, getting heavier, and my right side is not getting heavier in a slide. Thus, I have nothing else to give to you, Ya Allah. So what I'm going to do? Allah said, no, you have another thing, and that will be going more. They say, what is that thing? That thing is La ilaha illallah. And then he will put that in the La ilaha illallah, and then the mizan will be heavier in that side, because La ilaha illallah, if you say it sincerely, inshallah ta'ala, it will be heavier in the mizan. And also, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, as Rasulullah said, it fills up the whatever between the sky, whatever heaven, even the earth and the sky. And so many times Allah mentioned this in the Quran, that yusabbihu lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Whatever between the sky and the earth, everything is doing tasbih of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah started this phrase so many times in the surah, more than 10 times. He said, yusabbihu lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard, meaning everything in all the creation except for human being and jinn, because who are not obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, everything else are doing the tasbih of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then comes the topic of the salah, sadaqah and sabr. The salah, Rasulullah said, is the noor, and it's the light. It's the light for this world, and it is the light for the akhirah. How is so? This is the salah, as I say, in Allah mentioned in the Quran, that inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar, meaning that the salah definitely keeps you away from the bad things and doing the bad deeds. And also we know that when we're going to be walking in the sirat, the sirat we're going to be walking in the akhirah, that time it will be dark all around, and there will be light coming out in front of all the believers, and that light is nothing but from the salah, and that from their good deeds. And here he says, Rasulullah says, sadaqah is a proof. As-sadaqu burhan. Burhan means proof. What is it proof? It proves your iman. Because sadaqah is something that you love, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, that you don't have complete iman, complete taqwa until you give something from that you love. And any kind of sadaqah, whether it is little or big, that is a proof that your iman is strong. That yes, that you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're giving some money to the masjid, that you're not getting any investment from here, unless only investment is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will write it down for you and it will be work. So that is a proof that you have the iman and you have the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the last day, that you will get the return of this sadaqah on that day. And the sabr is, Rasulullah says, a glory, a shining glory. So the noor, Rasulullah says, salah is a noor. It's like a noor, light. And the noor in Quran used for the moon. Because moonlight is very pleasing, it's soothing, it's not burning. Here, and for sabr, Rasulullah used the word diya. And diya means like a burning glow, like a burning light. Why it is that? Because sabr needs lot of energy inside you, lot of patience inside you, because that's what sabr means. That you are in a difficult situation and you want to do something, but you are holding yourself back. Maybe it's burning yourself. Some brothers say something that is bad, and you feel like to go and take some actions and do something that is not correct, but you are holding yourself. So that is need lot of efforts inside your heart, and that's what Islam said that this is like a burning light, like a sunlight. Then you have the sabr inside you, and that will take. And then, in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in so many places, Inna Allaha yuhibbul sabirin. Allah, like the Inna Allaha ma'as sabirun. He is with the sabirun. He loves the sabirun. People who do the sabr. And the last thing, the importance of the Quran. And here we know that Rasulullah mentioned that khairukum man ta'allama Qur'ana wa 'allamahu, meaning the best among you. He said the best among you are those who learn the Qur'ans and teaches you. See, Rasulullah mentioned the learn first, because he knows that not everybody will be able to teach the Quran, but we should all put our efforts to learn the Quran. And learning the Quran is not only mean the reading, the reciting the Quran or memorizing it. Try to recite it, try to memorize it, and also try to understand the meaning and implement the meaning in our life. And the last thing that I didn't mention here, that the way Rasulullah said that every day, every morning we go out, and that is basically scholars say meaning that the way we earn our risk. So when you go out to sell ourselves, meaning we give service. Some of us do business, some of us do just go, the farmers go to the land and come back. So all they're doing, they're going outside and they're selling themselves. Now, if you do it in the proper way, in the halal way, this will be counted as your rizq, as your ibadah, because you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to support your family, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded, Rasulullah commanded. But if you do it to gain only money in the haram way, you're involving your business in the haram way, just to earn money, to earn luxury life here, then that is that you're selling yourself for akhirah. So you're selling your akhirah for this dunya. So inshallah ta'ala, as I mentioned before, that this hadith, the topics are very beautiful, but these are all known to us. So inshallah ta'ala, we'll finish it here today, and we'll go to the next hadith, hadith number 24 next week. Jazakallahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.